Rebecca Otto. Rebecca Otto, born July 9, 1963, is an American politician who served as State Auditor of Minnesota from 2007 to 2019. Affiliated with the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party (DFL), she served in the Minnesota House of Representatives from 2003 to 2005 and on the Forest Lake School Board. Before entering politics, Otto was a science teacher and a business owner. She lives on a farm near Marine on St. Croix with her husband, Shawn Lawrence Otto, a screenwriter, novelist, and science advocate. She is the third woman to serve as state auditor, the first female Democrat to be elected to the post, the first Democrat ever to be reelected, and the first woman to be elected to a third term. In 2013, she became president of the National State Auditors Association, and in 2014 was named one of 15 most influential professionals in government auditing. Political career. Otto led a successful school levy campaign in Forest Lake and then was elected to the Forest Lake School Board. In her first race for the Minnesota State House in 2002, she was defeated by incumbent Mark Halston. The seat then became vacant after Governor Tim Pawlenty appointed Halston as Deputy Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. A special election was held, which Otto won, defeating Republican nominee Matt Dean. In 2003, Otto and her husband, Shawn Lawrence Otto, were indicted by a grand jury on charges of knowingly distributing false campaign material, a misdemeanor. Otto said the charges, derived from a complaint filed by Republican House Speaker Steve Esvigum, were politically motivated and baseless. Her supporters included former Republican Governor Arne Carlson, who signed a letter criticizing the indictment as politically motivated and raised money for her defense. In December 2003, the presiding judge dismissed the charges and struck down the campaign finance law being used in the prosecution as unconstitutional. In 2004, Otto lost her re-election bid to Matt Dean. In March 2005, Otto declared her candidacy for state auditor. She won the DFL endorsement to run against Republican incumbent Patricia Anderson. After discovering hundreds of millions of dollars in errors made by Anderson, Otto won the 2006 general election by the largest margin of victory over an incumbent in 112 years. Governor Carlson supported Otto's candidacy, as did two other former state auditors, Mark Dayton and Judy Dutcher. In 2010, Otto was reelected to a second term. In 2014, she was elected to a third term, defeating Matt Intenza in the DFL primary, 81% minus 19%, and winning the November general election with 52% of the vote. In January 2017, Otto announced her intention to seek the DFL nomination in the 2018 election for governor of Minnesota. Her candidacy attracted international attention for its carbon fee and dividend policy to mitigate global warming. In May 2018, Otto chose running mate Zarina Baber, an IT professional. At the June 2018 state DFL convention, Otto did not receive the party's endorsement. The following Monday, Otto announced she would honor her commitment to withdraw from the race without the endorsement. Awards and honors. 2017 received the William R. Snodgrass Leadership Award, the highest award in state government auditing, from the National Association of State Auditors, Comptrollers, and Treasurers (NASAC). Award winners must have exhibited long-term leadership in a state auditing environment, distinctive leadership and notable accomplishment in state government auditing, innovative thinking, and/or creative development of improvements in state government audit programs or techniques, and recognized leadership and professionalism at the state level. 2014 named one of 15 most influential professionals in government auditing by the Institute of Internal Auditors, the 180,000-member International Auditing Professional Organization. In naming her, the group cited the courage, integrity, and leadership necessary to confront and overcome political and public pressures. 2014 recipient of the President's Award from the National Association of State Auditors, Comptrollers, and Treasurers (NASAC). State Auditor Otto was honored with the award to recognize her national leadership and her efforts to improve government operations as one of NASAC's representatives on the National Alliance to Transform State Government, OPER. 2013 elected by her nonpartisan peers to be president of the National State Auditors Association. 2010 received the Distinguished Service Award from the Minnesota State Fire Chiefs Association for her work overhauling state fire laws. Otto is the sixth person and first constitutional officer to receive the group's high honor. 2009 honoree of the National Women's History Month, alongside Hillary Clinton, Sally Ride, Jane Goodall, and other women taking the lead to save our planet, the 2009 theme, for her environmental leadership. 2009 recipient of the National State Auditors Association Excellence in Accountability Award for her special project Best Practices Review, Reducing Energy Costs in Local Government. Electoral history. 2014 MN State Auditor, Rebecca Otto DFL Inc., 52%. Randy Gilbert R. 40%. Patrick Dean IP, 4%. Keegan Iverson L. 1%. Judith Schwartzbacher Gr. 3%. 2014 MN State Auditor DFL Primary, Rebecca Otto DFL Inc., 81%. Matt Intenza DFL, 19%. 2010 MN State Auditor, Rebecca Otto DFL Inc., 48.39%. Patricia Anderson R. 47.13%. Annie Young G. 2.67%. Kenny Gallagher Gr. 1.75%. 2006 MN State Auditor, Rebecca Otto DFL, 52%. Patricia Anderson R. Inc., Lucy Gerald IP, 5%. Dave Berger G. 2%. 2004 MN State House Seat 52B. 52B. E2B. Matt Dean R. 51.59%. Rebecca Otto DFL Inc., 48.32%. 2003 MN State House Seat 52B Special Election, Rebecca Otto DFL 54.30%, Matt Dean R 43.47%. 2002 MN State House Seat 52B, Mark Halston R Inc., Rebecca Otto DFL 41.17%.